Oh man. Hold on, y'all. Top of the evening to you. Um just want to have a conversation with you. And I take death very seriously. Um People been wanting me to speak on the Travis Scott thing because maybe I got a different perspective of what, you know, a different perspective of the whole situation. It's very unfortunate that people lost their lives. I take that very serious. And I try to live my daily life um, by honestly doing everything I can do to be safe and keeping those around me safe. I mean, even when I'm driving, I drive defensively. I don't drive offensively. Um, I think we have to look past the demonic the demonic side of it, Kristen. Let's stay on an even keel for a second. These were nothing more than kids that were going to a concert, just like I used to go to. Not well, actually, go. I used to go to the concerts at Astroworld. Um, Fright Night, and when they would stay open 24/7, and um, the thing is that we've all been there, and the kids went to have a good time, and there's always gonna be kids that get loose. Let's get that straight. But the reason that you have to get permits and insurance and they charge you so much money is to make sure you clearly understand it's gonna cost you if things get out of hand. There's a lot of questions that people need to ask that are not being asked. And I think that if we took the time out to clearly understand that this whole event is politically connected, then you'll understand where they they dropped the ball at. Alan Guillory said most of the kids was white. That doesn't matter to me. People lost their lives, and they lost their lives because of negligence on the part of several different parties. First of all, those that have put together major events or been a part of major events know the security is the first thing that you're going to talk about. When you're trying to secure insurance for the venue, um, security is the first thing you're going to talk about. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Have I been in Travis's position before when stuff happened on stage? Yep. I've been on stage when things got out of hand. But we had a protocol with us. If it got out of hand, the music automatically went off. That's just how it was with us. We automatically stopped performing. If they couldn't get the venue to calm down, we exited the stage and went to the cars. Concert over. That's why I'm telling you there are a lot of things that just didn't go right that day. Not that night, but that day. Travis went around for a few days and he gave out a lot of stuff to a lot of communities, to a lot of needy kids that needed it. He did a garden. I know he did a garden. He did basketball courts. And what really amazed me is why does it take a recording artist, major recording artist, to come and fix a damn basketball court that the city and county should be fixing anyway? Christian, all the demonic symbolism was there, plus 50,000 people, rest people. They said the same thing about rock and roll, man. Come on, man. You, my friend. You, my friend. They said the same thing about rock and roll. They said the same thing about the blues. They said the same thing about rap music. Y'all have to get outside of the box for a second. You want to blame it on demonic forces? Okay, I get that. I get that. Let's ride with that. What the fuck do that got to do with these people not permitting this goddamn place right? Did anybody ask where the SRG team was? What the hell is that? Special Response Group. HPD, you know what it is. Those are the officers that work the high-powered events. Those are the officers that just work the World Series. Where was the SRG group? That's all they do. That's all they do. Where is, and this will all come out in court, you know, because I always got the insides. This is why they don't like me. This is why they don't want me to sit in public office, because I'm on their asses. I got the insides. Show the people the contract, and let's see if the SRG group was even contracted for the event. Let's ask ourselves another question. Where and why was the county judge on the scene? You know why? You, as well as those politicians, you, as well as those city council people, all of y'all that were going to get y'all a little cut, y'all dropped the ball. You cut too many corners. Just a week or two ago, you shut an artist down because a venue was getting out of control. Why you didn't shut Travis down? Why? Because he had given so much money? Why you didn't shut him down? Why you didn't shut that venue down? Lots of money was made, man. You right, Christian, a lot of... See, let me tell y'all something. The demonic forces ain't the events. The demonic forces ain't the children. The demonic forces are these devils that run this city and county. And everything that moves is about fucking money. So money costs 8 people their life. 20, almost 30 people injured. Money! It's no way an event of that magnitude could go on and corners could be cut unless palms were greased. Come on, man. Palms were greased, man. This is why the county judge was on the scene. This is why Sheila Jackson Lee was on the scene. Palms were greased, man. An event of that magnitude, when they breached those gates in the daytime, what should have happened, they should have secured the gates. And I am a recording artist. I performed in front of 50,000 people. I know how this shit goes. Let's get it straight. When they breached those gates, they should have secured those gates at that point, not allow anybody in, and everybody that breached those gates should have been arrested and taken to jail. Now you have resecured the venue. When they breached those gates and they didn't do nothing, that was your recipe for disaster. Oh, you ain't got to worry about the Scarface concert because, see, Face ain't no politician. So they going to have to jump through hoops with that shit. They should have secured the event. I'm telling y'all, you've never seen me perform out there, man. I done been in front of 40, 50,000. I done been in nightclubs where it's standing room only and the shit get crazy. You secure the event. You secure the perimeter and all this. Palms were greased. This is why these people got around all of this. And it's easy to sit here and say it was 300 security, 500 police officers. I didn't ask about regular police officers. I asked about the SRG team, Special Response Group. Those are the ones that deal with the dignitaries that come in town. Those are the ones that just dealt with the World Series in town. They deal with the Super Bowl. They handle real crowd control. So Troy Finner, where was the SRG group? You turned into a fucking politician, Troy. You won't be that long, brother. When they get a new mayor, they're gonna get rid of you. There's no way that event should have went on. So now, instead of us being reactive before it happens, now you come with your apologies. Now you come with your excuses. Maybe being a politician is not for me. Maybe God doesn't want me there because I am not going to sell my soul. Y'all are selling y'all fucking soul for money, man. Those children didn't have to die, bruh. You got to go through more security just to get in the commissioner's court and stand in front of the county judge who was out there after those children died. Then you had to go through to get into that goddamn event. You got an event where security has been breached. You now have an event that's not safe on any level. There are weapons that can be brought in. There's drugs that can be brought in. I don't want to hear nothing about somebody prickled you in your neck. Y'all allowed that to happen. You allowed it to happen. And now you want to get around here and you want to make excuses. We're so sorry. That don't bring these people, children back. And I don't need y'all out there to act like these kids cannot have a life and go enjoy themselves. Because we all did. Do we have city council members? Do we have state reps? Or do we have Baldwin and Davis? Man, what is wrong with you people? You greased your palms. You played the lower average. And you got burned. See, this is why everybody want to hear from me. Because they know I'm going to tell you the truth. I asked y'all to ask the question. You ask it, because they ain't going to answer me. Where was the SRG team? Special Response Group. All they do is crowd control for the Houston Police Department. Troy, if you can't answer that, fuck you too. I don't care what color those kids were. I don't care what nationality they were. Common sense is not being played in the city of Houston. Everything is about money. It's all about money. It's not about who's ultimately responsible for the whole thing. It's too many moving pieces, Christian. There are several people responsible. There's several groups. Houston Police Department, Harris County, City of Houston. You understand what I'm saying? The promoter, the artist that was on stage, who I don't have a fucking clue what he was thinking. If you see people dropping, why you kept performing? You performed your whole set. That's what's going to get your ass. I'm going to be honest with you. And that's why I waited until I said anything. The only ones that seem to really have their stuff in kind of in order was the Houston Fire Department. That's why you hear me name them. The rest of them were out of pocket. The rest of them were out of pocket. And you say, how can a needle get into the festival, Penelope? Because security had been breached earlier in the day before it opened. They bust through the thing. So, I mean, it was in there. And people need to say, man, I mean, unless you've lost a loved one in this manner, say, man, show a little compassion. Show a little compassion. Everybody that went to that event was not demonic. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I hate when people that are intelligent, they say things like that. I don't like that. And like I said earlier, they said the same shit about rock and roll. They said the same shit about the blues. Rap music is all demonic. Man, cut it out. Cut it out. I'm not picking on you, Christian. I'm not picking on you. You know what's demonic? When we go to these churches or to these cathedrals and we know these people playing with these kids and yet we still go. That's demonic. You know what else is demonic? When we send our children to schools and we allow teachers who have pedophile history to work in those schools. That's demonic. The people that went to that event were young kids just like I used to be that wanted to go out and have a good time. A lot of them just wanted to go out and have a good time. And the problem is, it doesn't matter what they were, who they were, where they come from, what color they were, what ethnicity they are. It is the responsibility of the event coordinators, the promoters, as well as the security teams, HPD and private security, whatever they had, to have total control of that venue. And they did not. They did not. And here's the crazy part. This is where they're really going to get got. This is where they're really going to get got. You knew what you needed to do because they breached them gates in 2019 at the same goddamn event. You already knew it was a possibility because it happened before. Multi-million-dollar lawsuits out the behind. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. If y'all really want to stick it to them, I don't know how you was at the event and ain't going to call you a lawyer and say your head hurting right now. You got to be crazy. You traumatized. You finna sue the city, the county, everybody. And you ain't picked up that phone yet. You need a lawyer, holler at me, man. I'll hook you up. Y'all crazy. If you was in the vicinity of the venue, driving down South Main, you should be calling a lawyer because now you're traumatized. They made their money and got 8 dead bodies on their hand for the money they made. Reach out to me in my inbox. I got you covered. If you anywhere near this venue, you traumatized right now. You got 8 dead bodies on your hand from the money that the politicians made. Travis ain't making no money now. And for those that think Travis is going to be sued, say, man, that's what they pay insurance for. But the thing is, say, man, if you was anywhere near that venue, you supposed to be paid, man. You supposed to be paid, man. If I was at the donut shop right there on South Main, you feel what I'm saying? If I was at the donut shop at Shipley's and all this went down, let me tell you how this conversation would be right now. Every time I see a donut, every time I see people crossing the street, I start shitting and shaking. I need my law. Y'all crazy as hell, man. The city of Houston negligent on every point. They had to permit this thing, man. The county had to permit this event, man. So if you're looking at who's responsible, the people that allowed the promoters to cut the corners. They could cut all the corners they wanted to cut, but they didn't have to allow them. But they did. And because of that, eight people are dead. As young as 10 years old. As young as 10 years old. So that's why I'm telling y'all, I love each and every one of y'all. We're not gonna. If let me tell you, man, if I saw every last, I love every last one of y'all. We're not gonna agree on everything. First of all, I have other things that my kids could be involved in. I'm a recording artist, and I would not allow my child to go because there are a lot of things that go on at concerts that don't have 50,000 people. It may be 10,000. So I'm a veteran of it. I would encourage my kids to try to do something else. It's not based on the history. No, my kids would not have been allowed to go. It would not have happened. It would not have happened. But I mean, you also have to understand too that these kids been locked in the house for a year and a half, 2 years, man. I don't give a damn who your parent is. You could be Ward and June could be your parent. Even the goddamn Beaver would have probably been there the other day. I mean, these kids need an outlet, man. But at the same time, you can't keep giving the people the pass that's supposed to be in charge of the law. To me, with that thing happening the way that it did, it just feels like there was no police presence there. It just feels like no police presence. I don't want to be around shit like that. And you shouldn't want your children around shit like that. In this day and time, we keep playing the law average. And in this day and time, because we play the law average, we keep burying our children. We keep burying them. See, y'all around here, oh, the child, he should be able to, man, shut the fuck up. No. You're the adult, that's the child. I ain't never cut no side deals with no kid. Whether I raised them or not. If I coached them, I didn't cut no side deals. I'll need your opinion when you turn 18 and you can financially take care of yourself. Until then, you need to do what I asked you to do. Y'all cutting side deals and you steady burying your children. If you knew that place had been breached in 2019, exactly, Albert Flawed. I'm going to read his comment in a second, y'all. If you knew that thing was breached in 2018, you knew that was a possibility it could happen. Albert said, I'm going to leave this right here. Ironically, on that same property, they chose the money over the people when the mayor allowed the rodeo to keep going on until they made their money. This weekend, it was a repeat. They made their money over people. I totally agree. I totally agree. But he gonna stand in front of people, and the black folk that suck his behind are gonna let him make it. I'm very sad for folks. Man, shut up. You got your money, man. You got your blood money, man. That's county property too, bro. So guess what? Yeah, the county's involved in that too. So, you know what? Hope you said a mouthful. Hope said that Travis Scott concert. No, Hope said the families will get paid off. Look like that's all we looking for nowadays. I think a whole bunch of y'all running around looking for slip and falls and for police brutality cases and shit like this to happen so you can get that money. You know why I say that? Because a lot of this stuff is common sense. We shouldn't be involved in. That's the way I feel about it. A lot of this stuff is common sense. And we shouldn't be involved in. But a lot of y'all just walking around looking for ways for family members to die crazy. The mayor's out of this regardless. He's lame duck. He can't run again. This is it for him. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, that's where you're wrong, daughter. My daughter says Travis has no legal responsibility. Yes, he does. And I can go into several areas because I clearly understand entertainment law. But when Travis saw them people falling out and he kept performing, that was negligent. When he acknowledged somebody get some help but yet kept performing, that's negligence. I could go in deeper and tell you where he's more responsible for that. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money he pays. Somebody's dead, man. And see, that's what we got to stop doing. Love you to death. You might like him, but just because you do don't mean that you got a PC for him when he done fucked up. Never once did I allow this. When I was out performing. Never once. Those venues had to be safe. I had to be safe as an artist. And I wanted the people to be safe. We're living in a bad situation right now in Houston and Harris County, man. And I'm just about tired of it. We have the wrong people running the city. We have the wrong people running the county. Shit is out of control. Schools are failing. It's not safe anywhere you go. You can't even go out and enjoy your goddamn self anymore. So y'all have a good night, bro. Be safe out there, man. Be smart, be safe. But have a good night. City of Houston politicians, you don't have to worry too much longer. I'm sick of this garbage. This ain't the place that I love. This some shit y'all created, this Gotham City.